Hi everyone. Today I am conducting a lecture on academic skills and studying with confidence, module code BMM 3113. And these are the slides for week 1 and week 2. So let's go ahead and start with these slides. So first we'll see the learning outcome of this session. First is use effective search techniques to find relevant, reliable information. At the end of the session, students will be able to understand what does academic skills means and how it is important, explain what academic skills are, distinguish between reliable and unreliable sources, understand the importance of note taking, learn different note taking techniques, take your own notes for the lesson. So first we'll see what are academic skills. Academic skills are the traits and academic strategies that help you become a more professional student. They prepare you for your career, help you stay focused and motivated, get you exposed to new ways of thinking, and so much more. These skills are more than just innate, though. So, these are the very important skills. These are the basic skills which every student should have. To become a good student, you should possess all these skills. So that's why these skills are called academic skills. Now, there are different types of academic skills. We'll see which are those. So first is time management, which is very important for each and every student because they have to study on time, they have to do their assignments on time, they have to attend their classes on time. Then second is reading for information and understanding. So students have to read lot of informations, they have to understand, they have to read different books related to their modules to get more understanding of the topic. Then there is a essay writing. So students have to write their assignments in detail in which they reflect about their understanding. So that is also very important. Next is exams. So sometimes students have to appear for the exams also to to show their understanding and how much students have understood from attending the classes, from studying, that can be reflected by that can be reflected through examination. Then research. So sometimes students have to do some research and then they have to make assignments. And last is note taking, which is also very important because students have to inculcate this habit of note taking, as this is very important because it saves time for the student. So that's why in class, whenever they are attending classes, they should take notes. Next, we'll see evaluating information sources. So here are the different sources of information like book, academic publications, internet, TV, radio, podcast, personal and company blogs, conference speeches, dictionaries and encyclopedias, industry experts. Now let's have a look on reliable sources. So among those sources, which are the reliable sources, we'll see. When researching, you always have to be sure that you are getting your information from reliable sources. Some sources are considered reliable because they have been written by people who are experts in their field. They are the sources you can trust. So those are the reliable sources, like sources from educational institute websites, sources from government websites, sources from the reliable people who are experts in their field. So those are considered as reliable sources. Now let's have a look on the other hand, we on unreliable sources. So on the other hand, some sources like Wikipedia are not reliable because the authors may not have a thorough knowledge or full understanding of a topic. We have to remember that anybody can post information on the internet, and we need to be critical readers in order to determine what to believe. So some of the examples of unreliable sources are like blogs, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these things. Now, let's have a look on the next most important topic, which is note taking. So, what is note taking? As per popular belief, it is a systematic approach to processing the information presented to you by scanning the main points, noting down for future reference. However, according to University of Leeds library sources, note making is not just about writing down everything you hear or read. It is the process of reviewing, connecting, and synthesizing ideas from your lectures or reading. So it's not only you take the notes in the class and keep it with you. You have to just review those notes, you have to revise those notes, and you have to connect those notes with your ideas and all. So that's why it is very important to take notes. Why it is important to take notes? Help so note taking helps to ensure you are actively listening to what the teacher is saying, prevents lack of focus, helps you reduce your study time. Notes are useful when preparing for assessments. It can boost your knowledge and skills of the topic. Note taking strategies. So, which are those? So, there are three most important strategies of note taking. First is Cornell method, second is outline method, and third is mapping method. Now, you can see this is the structure of Cornell method, right? So, this is the structure in which it consists of Q column, note taking area, and summaries. Let's have a detailed description of Cornell method. So note-taking area records lecture as fully and as meaningfully as possible. Q column, as you are taking notes, keep Q column empty. Soon after the lecture, reduce your notes to concise jotting as clues for reciting, reviewing, and reflecting. And last column at the down was summaries. So sum up each page of your notes in a sentence or two. This format helps you to follow 5 hours of note taking. So 5 hours we'll see. Which are those 5 hours? It's record, reduce, recite, reflect, and review. So record during the lecture, write down as many meaningful facts as you can. Reduce after the lecture in Q column, formulate questions related to the notes you have already taken in note taking area. Recite. Now cover the note taking area with a piece of paper. Try to recall answers in your own words for the questions, cues, words in the Q column. Reflect. Draw out opinions from your notes and use them as a starting point for your own reflection on the course and how it relates to your other courses. Example, what's the significance of these facts? How can I apply them? Review, spend 10 minutes every week to quickly review your notes and you will retain most of what you have learned. Next method is outline method. So write down a main point on the left of the page, indent to the right and note any supporting ideas below it. Whenever you need to elaborate on a point, indent to the right and start adding new points below. Repeat. In outline notes, supporting ideas are nested under the point it's related to. You can keep going and create as many layers as you need or want. So this is the outline method format. You can see on the top you will write title, then there is a main topic, then subtopic and thought or supporting fact. So this is the structure of outline method. Now, last method is mapping or web method. A graphical representation to map out information, ideas, facts, and concepts in a comprehensive and cohesive manner. Main points are placed in the center and associated ideas branch off as appropriate. Arrows describe the relationship. Always make sure that the relationships and the order of the ideas is correct. Advantages: useful for visual learners who struggle with studying from notes, helps you remember the connection and relationship between topics and subtopics. So here you can see Here it's the format of mapping method. Now, so here we end our lecture, and here are a few references of the slides, and thank you for listening to this video. Thank you.